What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for your NXT review. Lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to break it down segment by segment. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. So there's one thing left to say. Let's go! Alright, cut the music. That'll about do it. That's right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am your boy, Dead on Dave. And today is Thursday, so of course that is NXT Day, my favorite hour in wrestling every single week. And if you're new to the channel, let me give you a little bit of information. And if you're not new to the channel, let me give you a refresher. I don't do my NXT or SmackDown reviews live in the middle of the night because I'm exhausted and I'm sleeping because this is Germany. However, I do watch them and give you my segment by segment instant breakdown. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get right into it, shall we? About 10 minutes in, a rather long opening promo, but not a big deal. I thought it was well done. They show a review of the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens situation, and then Kevin Owens comes to the ring, demands Sami Zayn to come out. Instead, he gets William Regal, and Regal is, you don't make demands here. But this is Kevin Owens we're talking about, and he basically tells him, I'll do what I want. You're not Zayn. Where's Zayn? Zayn comes out at that point, and they get back and forth about, you need this match. You want this match. So Regal makes the match, but for the NXT title, which is not what Owen wants. Owens does not want it to be for the title, and Zayn goads him very much like how Owens goaded Zayn to get their title shot the first time. But what Zayn did, and what I really liked, and I thought it was a really good promo by everybody involved, is Zayn mentioned their past. And if you know the past of these two guys as El Generico, Zayn, and Kevin Steen, Owens, then you know that they have a very violent and very physical past, and it's quite tumultuous. And he makes reference to the fact that Kevin Owens has done nothing without Sami Zayn. And you know what? He's not 100% wrong there. So it was kind of a cool way of bringing the past into what they're doing now. I did feel that the promo was good, but it was long, which is unusual for NXT because usually they stay away from the long opening promos. But I don't feel that it was dragging or anything like that. I felt it was pretty well done overall. So I enjoyed the promo, and I thought it was a good kickoff to the show. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of good wrestling to go with some of the cool promo work that we get, because that is the balance that makes NXT so damn good. So let's go ahead and see what is next for NXT. About 15 minutes in, they do a backstage promo talking about NXT going back out on the road, and which is great. I think NXT needs to be back on the road. I'm really excited about that. See how they perform outside of Florida, because they did a really good job in Ohio, but they're going to go to a couple more wrestling-savvy places like Pittsburgh and stuff, so that should be really interesting to see how they perform there. I think it's a good thing. However, they did not get very far into this promo because Enzo, Cass, and Carmella come in interrupting as they're arguing, as they usually do. Carmella then dismissing the two boys as she goes and sits her fine ass on the couch. Man, she really is good looking. Sits on the couch messing with her cell phone, and out come Blake and Murphy, and it looks like it's a lounge area too, like a coffee break area. I think that's kind of cool for some reason. The fact that it looks like a dorm room coffee area. I thought that was funny. And out come Blake and Murphy, and they try to mac on the gorgeous Carmella, and she was having none of it and shoos them away. As they go get coffee in the background, in comes Alexa Bliss, who tells Miss Carmella that if she calls herself a princess, then she should definitely hold herself with more class. And to that, Miss Carmella goes and face mugs her and tells her to mind her business. Then Carmella storms off. Blake and Murphy then come in to console Miss Bliss. And what I found interesting is, yes, I know that it's NXT and they were just wearing NXT gear, but those three were wearing very color coordinated and matched gear. So I'm wondering if she is going to be the new valet of the tag team champions, or if they're just going to insert her into this rivalry between the two tag teams, each having a valet, or if they're just going to have these two girls fight. I know this. I would let either one of them valet me at any time. I know that is the truth. Other than that, I think it's time to get back to the action. I've enjoyed the first two segments quite a bit, but I do want to see some wrestling because as much as I love the balance, and I do, in the well-produced backstage segments, I want to see what NXT does best, better than any other wrestling company in the world right now, and that is put on incredible matches. So let's get to that, and hopefully we will see a good match coming up next. Let's check it out. So about 17 minutes in, and Sami Zayn is signing his contract for NXT TakeOver to take on Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship when Rage barges into the office, demands yet another match with Kevin Owens, even though he has not come anywhere close to taking even a little bit of fight to him, really. He's barely got any offense in 2 matches, but hey, Riley's Riley, who I like very much, by the way. Zayn tries to interject a little bit and saying, hang in there, man. Don't let him drive you crazy. And Riley's like, I wasn't talking to you, sucker. What's the matter with you? You keep your mouth shut, boy. And Zayn was like, look, man, I'll give you a match if you want a match. I need a warm-up. Let's have a match. And Riley was like, yeah, let's do it. But if you don't make it to TakeOver, I get Owens. Woo! So yeah, little backstage segment, not very long. Looks like we're going to get our first match of the evening. Let's check it out. I believe there's going to be some kind of tag team match right now between Blake and Murphy and Cass and Enzo. But before we actually get to the match, God, Cass and Murphy are so over. I know I talk about them a lot, but they are the most over 2 guys on NXT right now. I think maybe Balor might be a little more over than these two, but the reactions and the chanting and the sing-along with Cass and Enzo, it's unparalleled. They are so friggin' over. And Carmella, she does not get enough credit for what she brings to it. Just her look, her vibe, her mannerisms. She's very, very good. She might be the best female valet in WWE, which there's not many of them, to be fair. But, I mean, I love what she does. I love Lana, too. Don't get me wrong. I think they're kind of tied for what they do. But maybe that's a little bit too high of praise. But I really do like Carmella quite a bit. I think she can definitely develop into kind of the same type of person that Lana is developing into. She's about to make her face turn, by the way. It's going to be awesome. And, of course, I'm talking about Lana. So that'll be really cool. Let's go ahead and get to this match. Maybe it's a tag team match. Maybe it's a singles competition. I'm not sure. It was not announced. So let's go ahead and see what they're going to do. Shall we? About 24 and a half minutes into the event here, and the tag team match, it was a tag team match between Blake and Murphy and Enzo and Cass. I found it a little weird for having it because Enzo and Cass are already number 1 contenders, but they do have the match, and it's a pretty good match. It's not very long. Enzo does some work. He gets beat up because that's what Enzo does, and then Cass comes in like a house of fire. Man, this guy is really good, man. For a big guy, he moves so well. This is going to sound weird. I mean, because I compare him to Test, but you know what he really reminds me of? And it's not just because he does the splash. It's just kind of the way he works and moves around. He reminds me of a bigger Sting. Like if Sting was 6 inches taller, that's Cass. I don't know why. I just get that thing about him. Also, I figured out why I like Carmella so much. After they won the match, Enzo and Cass, of course, Carmella got back into the ring, and she started moving around and doing all of her thing. I think I figured out why I like her so much. She reminds me of somebody who I was absolutely obsessed with when I was a kid, as I'm sure many of you were. And, of course, I'm talking about Sunny. She has that same type of factor about her, being unbelievably sexy, but at the same time, just, I don't know. She's bubbly and like she's kind of bitchy too. She has that attitude about her that Sunny had. That's what I'm liking. I don't know. I that's what I get when I watch her. I feel that same Sunny vibe. That's very very high praise for a diva. I would think. I think that's something you would definitely want to be compared to. Maybe not in life, but definitely in within the context of wrestling. Let's go ahead and get back to NXT, shall we? So about 20 what 20 I can't read 28 minutes in, something like that. I can't read. It might be 26, it might be 28. I can't friggin' read. I never learned how to read. Uh, we get a now I'm looking at it, I think it's 26:20. We get a Becky Lynch promo because we don't know a lot about Becky Lynch, and aside from that, she's fantastic in ring. But this was the first time that we got a little bit of backstory about her, and that was kind of cool. Talking about how she, started when she was 15, went to Canada at 17, then Japan, and she wants to be the best women's wrestler in NXT. I think that's great. Really cool. She's not the greatest talker in the world, but she's passionate, and I really dig that about her. So I like Becky Lynch. I think she has a chance to be quite a big star. Then we get a little interview between Devin and Bayley, and Bayley's freaking out because she's about to have a match with Dana Brooke. I'm sure that's going to be sexual because Dana Brooke is just ridiculously sexual, isn't she? My God. And then, but she's freaking out because she can't find her hair bands and everything. And then she leaves, and in walks Emma, who is still playing mind games apparently with her former BFF. We'll see how that goes. Let's get back to it and check out that match, which I think is next, Bayley and Dana Brooke, which I'm excited because Dana Brooke is basically a stripper. A stripper who could bench press a Buick. So let's check that out. 35 minutes in, and Dana Brooke and Bayley just happened. I have to say, Dana Brooke, who I was not impressed with her first match, I felt she was not ready. She looked really green. She's night and day different. And I understand that match that we saw, even though it was just a couple of weeks ago, it was actually taped a couple of months ago. So she's had a lot of time to improve, and there's been, a couple months between tapings. Her hair is different. They went to a different color, and I think it's more alluring, and it's kind of like Game of Thrones-ish. I kind of like that. But they got her to cut down on some of the sexualization that she does, like some of the body rubbing, which I don't mind, but I just felt there was too much of it the first time. It was just weird. And it seems like she really understood just how to work the psychology of the ring a little bit better, and just her basic maneuvering was a lot more tightened up this week. Also, she oversold a little bit. That's the one big thing I will say about her. She oversold moves a little bit too much. Flinging herself into the corner and stuff. That's something these are little things. It's only her second match. She's got to clean them up. But I'm telling you, from the week-to-week improvement that I've seen is quite remarkable. And I have very high hopes for her now. She's got some really good power moves, and she is a former bodybuilder, so she's in great physique. She has a great physique. And when she slams you, it looks real. I love the cradle shock type finish that she has. It's pretty cool. She was in there with a really good wrestler this week in Bayley. Last time she was in there with Blue Pants, who's very good in her own right, but she's not Bayley. Bayley has a much better reputation, I think. The other thing that came out of this match, Bayley was starting to roll, and then Emma comes out to Bayley's music and starts messing with her, causing the distraction and leading to Dana Brooke getting the victory. I said it before, I'll say it again about Dana Brooke. She reminds me of a combination of Beth Phoenix and Angelina Love. I think that's a really good assessment of her look. So I'm looking for more things out of her. I hope the improvement continues. She should be a juggernaut. I know they love her look. And coming from a bodybuilding background doesn't hurt her at all, especially in the eyes of the guy who's running NXT, which is, of course, Triple H. So that's pretty cool there. Emma giving a high five to Dana. Are they in cahoots? So that's another little extra storyline. If they want to keep Dana in there, they can now because they went and gave that little nuance, or it could just be a one-off, whatever. and for Emma and Bayley to continue their feud. Pretty cool match. They gave them some good time. I'd like to see more of that. I wouldn't mind 2 Divas matches a week on NXT, which does happen, but I like to see it with more frequency because they have enough women who can just really go, and I'm actually really enjoying watching the women wrestle down at NXT. So they're not messing up inside cradles here, Naomi. Anyway, I think it's about time for the main event. There might be another match before, I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and see what's next on NXT. 36 minutes, 30 seconds in. A big announcement by GM Lord Steven Regal. He announces that at NXT TakeOver, there will be a triple threat match for the number 1 contendership to the NXT title. And those 3 men will be Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, and Tyler Breeze. That's pretty cool. I like this match. Should be great. They've all had good matches with each other in the past. So seeing what they're going to do in a triple threat is going to be amazeballs. So that should be a really good match. A lot of fun to watch. I have a feeling Tyler Breeze might actually win this thing. Finn Balor's already had a chance at Kevin Owens. I guess they could give it to Itami. But since I'm going off of logic here because they had Tyler Breeze go over Itami in their feud. So why not have Tyler Breeze go over completely and be the number 1 contender? He's been there the longest out of the 3 as well and made vast improvements. This would be a nice test to see exactly what Tyler Breeze can do when given the opportunity to main event NXT. So let's see what happens there. Speaking of Hideo Itami, he's about to come out for a match with Adam Rose, who's working more NXT events now, which he needs. They need to bring him back down and reinvent him completely because obviously Adam Rose does not work on the WWE stage. Either fix his character completely by having him go super dark, have him party, but just be a dick, or you got to repackage him completely. We'll see what they decide to do. Should be interesting. Let's check this match out. Almost 39 minutes in, the match has not gotten underway between Adam Rose and Hideo Itami. Just a quick note, it's amazing how over Rose's gimmick is down at NXT. It works in a small venue, but it doesn't work up on a big stage. I find that very odd. Why is that? Because I like Adam Rose. I think it should work. I like the party gimmick. I do think it should be a little more dark, but I really enjoy it. And it seems to really work under this very discerning NXT crowd. So, pretty interesting. We'll see what happens. Should be a good match, though, because say what you want about Adam Rose's gimmick. The guy can friggin' work. So, and of course, we know what Hideo Itami can do. So this should be a great match. Let's check it out. About 42 and a half minutes in, not a very long match between Hideo Itami and Adam Rose. However, we had a very aggressive Hideo Itami, and he made short work of Adam Rose. Rose is so good in the ring. He really is almost an enhancement talent, making everybody look better. But he didn't really need to in this match because Hideo is so damn good. Like I said, very aggressive Itami tonight. Also, something else I noticed, it looks like he's put on about 3 to 5 pounds of muscle. He looks a little bit bigger than he usually does. And that could be indicative of his move to WWE main roster very soon. Nothing wrong with being a smaller guy, but it looks like he is definitely building his physique a little bit. And I have to make note of some of the guys who have done it recently, and it's helped them quite a bit. Guys like Wade Barrett. Bad News Barrett has really, really busted his ass in the gym, and you could tell his physique has changed quite a bit. And, it seems to have really paid off for him quite. So that's pretty cool. Lost where I was talking. I had a weird lesbian kiss scene on my NXT memes there, and I kind of had a brain fart for a second. Weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to I think there should be either 1 or 2 matches left on the card. Let's go ahead and watch them and catch you on the flip side. 44 minutes in, Bayley is backstage scouring the back for Miss Emma because they used to be friends, but that was before Emma stole her shirt and headbands. And she wants those headbands back. God, I love Bayley. She's just so cute. She's such a cutie patootie. I like her so much. I bet she's a bitch in real life, though. No, that was mean. That's probably not true. She's probably really nice. I have no idea. But you'd like to think that, right? It's like she looks so cute and sweet and innocent that she's just mean as hell. Like, where's my damn water? Get my water, you jamoke. Jamoke. What? I don't know. Bruce Blitz calls everyone a jamoke, and he has 57 million subs. So if I start calling people a jamoke, maybe I'll get 57 million subs. Don't question my talents as far as a podcaster wife, or I meant podcaster comma wife. Not that I'm a podcaster wife. I don't want any confusion out there for the people listening, because I am kind of, aren't I? I am basically the wife of this relationship. Because you're a chef. Oh, la-ti-da. And me, I'm just a fat, retired fuck who takes care of our daughter. But you know what? I'm a damn good housewife. So if you're going to do something, excel at it, kids. That's the lesson to be learned. I'm not going to let my wife belittle me on my own show. I'm a damn good housewife, and I'm proud of it. Anyway, back to NXT, where we're going to have the main event, Sami Zayn and Riley Rage. Here we go. Correction. We're not having the main event. Becky Lynch in a matchup. That's next. Sorry. I didn't really have to make that correction, though. But I do what I want when I want to, because I'm a thug. I'm a certified G and a bona fide thug. Here we go. Becky Lynch. Let's see what she has to offer in her match. Here we go. 47 minutes in, Becky Lynch takes on Sarah Dobson, who actually looks like the long-lost Bella twin, but just chubby. And like the chubby Bella. Chubby bunny, chubby Bella. No, she's not really chubby. She didn't have a very good physique. As for a woman, I guess, in wrestling, she just didn't look very good. She was also very green and sluggish in the ring. She didn't look very prepared for the match, to be completely honest. And I was trying to figure out why they would have her in this match. I mean, aside from like a tryout, right? Well, then I figured it out at the end when Becky slaps on this friggin' disgusting reverse arm bar, really. That's why this chick was picked for this match, because her arm can come out of the socket. Because Becky just ripped this bitch's arm off. It was awesome. Did you see how disgusting that looked, babe? You weren't watching. Why weren't you watching?
Because she sucked.
Who sucked?
That other chick.
Sarah Dobson?
I guess.
But it was Becky Lynch who was awesome.
I don't know Becky Lynch. I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't watch that stuff anymore.
You're a snob. You know what? I'm a little disappointed in you. These are women. These are women professional wrestlers. And you know what? You're a anti-Femite. That's right. An anti-Femite. You're Anita Sarkeesian's coming after your ass. You don't know who that is either. My wife does not have the finger on the pulse of feminism. How disappointing. No, it's good. You know what? And that's why I'm married to her. Because that's a good thing. I was giving you a compliment. Don't look at me like I just called you a cunt or something. I didn't do anything. I was giving you a compliment that you're not a terrible person like that. Like the Sarkeesians of the world. You're a good person most of the time.
Sometimes.
You're pretty mean to me, though. Yeah. You're pretty mean to me, though. Whatever. She's a liar. She's very mean to me. Anyway, Becky Lynch getting the victory, ripping this chick's arm off and handing it to her for a Valentine's Day present. I like Becky Lynch. I like the way she looks. What did I say wrong now?
Valentine's Day is long over.
I couldn't think of a good holiday that's coming up. It's May. Aside from my birthday, May 21st. Go ahead. You can PayPal me any gift, of course, monetary value only. And you just tell me what you want me to buy for myself, and I'll buy it. You can go ahead and PayPal to me. If you're interested, let me know. I'll give you my PayPal information. Happy birthday to Dave. Anyway, Mother's Day in May, but I have a terrible mother. My mom's the devil. Is Mother's Day really in May?
Yeah.
I had no idea. It's because my mom is Satan. She is. She's evil. Evil. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Becky Lynch getting the job done, looking really sexy doing it too, by the way. Let's get to the main event so this train wreck of a show can finish up. Backstage segment with RINO, who I love because he's insane, talking about Baron Corbin. So I guess this is why RINO has been brought into NXT. I think we finally figured out exactly why he's there. He is there to groom Baron Corbin because they're quite similar in a lot of ways. That should be interesting. I like RINO a lot. He's absolutely insane. I don't care if he's 39. I'll watch this guy until he's 69. He's fantastic. Love that dude. He's nuts. He's crazy. Main event time. Sami Zayn, Alex Riley. Let's check it out. End of the show. Sami Zayn and Alex Riley. Really good match. Short, not very long, but a lot of action. Sami Zayn going over the top rope and all that stuff. Doing his dive. Good in-ring action, but the story really happened out at the announcer's booth. Kevin Owens sitting in on commentary, and he was just so intimidating to everybody who was at the announcer booth. Nobody was calling the match. They kept asking him questions because he is the champion. You should do that. And Owens was just tearing him apart. It was pretty funny at times, too. Basically letting him know that at any time he might just attack the shit out of them. Eventually, Kevin Owens would get involved in the main event, attacking Sami Zayn, throwing him onto the metal great walkway thingy, and then finally getting his hands on Mr. Riley and power bombing him onto the ring apron. And I'm not sure if they just did it this way this one time, but it seems like they may have asked him to alter how he does it, because before he would do it, it would be straight on with the apron, and it would be the back of the shoulders and the neck that would hit the ring apron, which cannot feel good. There's really no way to take that bump and not be hurt by it. This time, he kind of does it long ways, where he's putting the entire spine onto the ring apron, which of course is going to lessen the impact a little bit because more surface area of your body is taking the blow. So I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if that was just the angle that he hit it. I have no idea. But still, really good show. A lot happened. It was very well balanced. There were so many things going on. Good matches, good promos, good segments, some surprising stuff. We had some interference. There were some guys at the commentary. Commentary was actually really good all night as well. It was a really solid NXT show. I'm going to give it a 7.5, maybe even an 8. I really like this week's NXT. Maybe not the explosive NXT episodes that we see sometimes with the over-the-top amazing matches. There was no epic 15, 20-minute match, but it didn't really need to have it. All the matches were really well done and thought out in a lot of ways, and they were different varieties of matches too, which is very cool to see. So I enjoyed the shit out of this week's NXT. Better than Raw. Best thing I've watched related to wrestling all week so far. I think that's pretty safe to say. I'm sorry, except for King of the Ring. King of the Ring was awesome. I really enjoyed King of the Ring. So as much as I liked NXT, I can't give it too high of a rating over King of the Ring. So I think that's about going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys are watching everything in the community, the Joe Cronin Show. He's currently on the WWE Tough Enough page, and he's building momentum. Get Joe Cronin on Tough Enough. You guys can make that happen. So go support him over there. Make sure you're also checking out Tommy C. Shot from the Point. It's hockey playoff time, people, and Tommy's in rare form. We did not do In the Crease last night. We were both absolutely exhausted, and we needed a little bit of a break. I probably won't be on tonight, but Tommy C will be live 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk some hockey. Talk Game 7 in the NHL playoffs between Detroit and Tampa Bay, the final game in that series. So to find out what happened there and what Tommy and the boys thought of that, go ahead and make sure you check out In the Crease with Tommy C live tonight. Other than that, I think that's all I got. Make sure you check out Dave Rose, Jeff Huffman over Grand Slam 87. Dave Rose, Devious Dave Rose. Make sure you check him out as well. and those crazy fucks down at MCW. There, I plugged you. So don't be mad at me for beating you guys up the other night with Tommy NC 2010. I was just joking. Let's not cry. I'm just playing with you. But if you guys have a problem, take it into the ring and beat up Dead on Dave virtually. Because that's the only way you'll be able to take out Dead on Dave. And that's in your dreams. That's all I've got this week. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. You guys are making me go up the subs, and I really appreciate it. We're over 610 now. You guys are unbelievable. So remember, kids, if you're going to sneeze. My wife's going to sneeze. I'm catching a sneeze. Sneeze. Cough. 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 Yeah. That's a smoker's cough. Cough that thing out. Yeah. Oh, she's not done. Keep coughing. Don't hide it. Oh, keep a coughing. She's still coughing. You okay? You okay? Would you like a cough drop?
No, but you could have hurried up so I don't have to cough on your show.
Well, I gave NXT an 8, but I'm giving that cough a 9. It was epic. Hope it's not whooping cough. Oh, still going. Oh, here comes some more. Remember, kids, if you don't have talent, God damn it, don't cough over my sign off. Oh my God. Don't throw up. Don't throw up. She's going to throw up. Don't throw up. This is scary. If you don't have talent, have talented friends. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time. Peace. I hope my wife doesn't die. See you next time.